This is episode 152 of the OVW podcast, the original podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling. My name is Jack Minogues.
My name is Brian Allen.
Today we are getting into all the action from OVW Rise 1408, which broadcast on August 6, 2026 from Hot Point Davis Arena. But first, Tiny Brian, say hello, please.
Hello, please. Hey.
Hey, your mic's not on. Let's all right.
Hello, please.
There it
now
is.
You can both see me and hear me.
There it
There
is.
you go.
Hello, guys.
Tiny Brian, that's the voice of our producer, Tiny Brian, and the face of our producer, Tiny Brian. Brian Allen,
Hey.
rough week, huh?
I don't know if I'd say rough. Chaotic, but appreciative, gracious. Because you can't have the good in life without the chaotic, without the bad, So we'll take it,
Yeah, there's a
You're
reason.
here to experience it.
There's a few reasons that we're late this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all-
I think we're going to call this episode the struggle bus.
Yeah,
I've been
we'll
thinking
call it
about
that.
it.
every single one of us necessary for this podcast, and of course Malachi back there. He never has any problems.
No,
with
he
anything.
was always ready.
He was always ready.
Perfection.
But the other three of us just had stuff going on. But hey, now we're here, and we're happy to be here on this episode of the OVW podcast.
At the last possible moment where we could do this.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking about this. Been going through some stuff of mine. I don't have as much stuff as our friend Brian Hines.
No.
I don't have as many stories
No
about
one-
my stuff. No one does.
No one
It's
does.
a man with stuff.
But I did see, and it's ironic because you recently put this up in the studio. This is from Jamin and Cal's match, Jamin's
Yes.
retirement match.
Mm-hmm.
I found my copy of that,
Right?
and I started thinking that was a year ago this week.
Well, that's fascinating.
A year ago this week.
Wow.
Think about how much has changed in OVW in that year. Let's reflect, and there's a lot of Cal Hero in this episode, so I think it's a great time to reflect. Let's reflect on our moment, our thoughts the moment that Cal beat Jamin Olivencia, and what his relationship with the tippy top of the card would be, what his relationship with the heavyweight title would be, all of that. Brian Allen, does anything specific come to mind when I'm asking you to remember that night or the couple weeks after that night? Or
Well, instantly having Jamin here, around that time when he was all done was a truly it's an experience hard to explain. He was so knowledgeable and just he gave us a lot that day.
Yeah, I found my copy of that, like I was saying, and I did not get mine signed because I wanted to pretend like I belonged.
There you go.
When Jamin is very important to the history of this podcast, and
One of our early adopters.
yeah, and such a wonderful guy to be around, and a great presence, and very philosophical, kind of meditative presence to be around.
It's beautiful.
And had a wonderful career in wrestling, and ended up here in this place on a microphone with us
So,
to say goodbye to his wrestling, not his exit interview. He
Yeah,
had said
yeah.
goodbye in the ring. But his exit interview was with us, and that was I wanted to pretend like I belonged there, so I did not get a photo, an autograph. But I think next time I see Jamin, I'm gonna break down and ask for one and get Cal to sign the other side.
Got to.
yeah, we're just waiting for the next time we see Cal to get the other side of that thing signed.
But-
for those of you who take the time and zoom in, it's worth it to actually. We'll leave what
Don't
he said
zoom
as
in
an
too
Easter egg.
much.
No, you pinch in. Don't look at our guys. It's been a struggling week.
Look at these thighs, though,
Look
man.
at the legs still on
the legs are back.
Still visible.
Yeah,
Legs are in fact in your lower third right now.
Listen,
I've never seen
there you
better argument for putting up a Chiron.
I heard people that like the legs. I heard people like the legs out, the big zinc boy legs,
Yeah.
specifically.
Personally, I like
The big
legs
zinc
out,
knees.
The big
Yes.
zinc knees, yeah. That's how you get them.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
take zinc. But Brian Allen,
So. Yes, sir.
you brought up a good point. He did stop by here right after that. What do you remember about that day?
I think really that might have been, and I've always kind of worked towards that, especially more in the recent years, but I did, especially after that day, want my approach to life to be more like a Jamin Olivencia. that was the biggest lesson that day. just like you said, again with his how he takes on spiritual and philosophical questions and answers, really. And how he even just learned a little bit about us that day or stuff he already knew about, you all especially, but even just, me, that was our first time getting to really talk and everything. And
you hadn't been with us more than a couple weeks at
right.
that point. That was when I was still calling you week to week
and
being like,
fresh.
hey, you want to come be our very special guest again?
Yeah. And that was always appreciated. Asking.
But I was always appreciative of the work you put in. That's that's why I stopped. Just said, hey, let me stop having this phone call. Just come here.
Just pull up. Yeah, and that's appreciated. And again, because of experiences like that, especially so early on, I was like, wow, this is unreal. Kind of getting to be in this environment and meet someone like Jamin and hear some knowledge like that, where he applied that knowledge. So much of it was what he learned in this industry. And a lot of the lessons he learned from doing this. Yep. So it was really special. And then the wrestling part, too, just that week, too, was truly amazing.
Just a really special night of wrestling. Davis Arena that night. That match was really, really special. But let's circle back. Let's answer the hard part now. If I had,
one more thing about Jamin before we move on.
Please.
Yeah.
Jamin has the distinction of being the only time where an interview with an OVW star is a numbered episode of the podcast rather than an interview number. But it was about a year ago. If you go back and look, about 50 episodes ago, it is the only, because I had notes written for that week and everything, and we did not record about Rise that week because we ended up spending time off the mic later, just hanging out
with
one on four with Jamin.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Crazy, yeah.
It's a really good.
And it was a great time, and so that's the one little weird thing from back here that I thought I would add.
If I had told you that night that Cal Hero was basically going to be out of that scene this time next year, what would you have thought?
Which scene do you mean?
The heavyweight title picture.
Yeah. That's a damn good question.
Because and let's. I started off that sounds like I'm trying to stir shit, and maybe I am. I don't know, but he's not. He's a viable contender. He's one of the top guys in the company.
Absolutely.
You cannot take that away from him. But I think I wasn't the only one that thought at that time that he was just going to be battling it back and forth. He was going to be the holder. He was going to be, the babyface defending champion or whatever. And that's not what happened.
Right.
He outgrew it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a pivot that was very, again, we've talked about it a lot on here, but it's refreshing. And you asked that question, if you presented this to us then and there with everything going on, what would our thoughts be? Probably wouldn't have been what's turned out, but I'm glad it has. I've really enjoyed it. Maybe not everyone has, but I know I have.
Brian, you used the word outgrow. Why?
Well, he is basically, he's been in angles since then that have been personal and have been sort of more storyline driven, and he is now big enough within that company that he doesn't need to have something like a belt to give his stories weight. He is just able to carry those based on him being Cal Hero.
Hey, we cooking tonight, baby.
Yeah.
We're cooking tonight. Let's get into the show. We got a couple of things to do. We'll clean up the notes real quick. Housekeeping, is that what they call it, right? We'll do some housekeeping.
Yes.
Every single Thursday. Doors at 5:45. First match at 6:15. Overdrive at 6:30. And Arise live at 7 p.m. at Hot Point Davis Arena. What is that? 4400 Shepherdsville
That's
Road.
What I hear.
That's what Cody Rhodes keeps saying.
4400 Shepherdsville Road. LaPorte, Illinois, Friday, August 14th. That's this Friday. That's just a couple of days from the day we're recording this. Cincinnati, Ohio, Race for the Crown, the thing we're all excited about, especially after the results of this Rise we're going to get into on August 15th.
So, Super Z reached out to me.
Did he?
Wanted to see if we were going to be in Cincinnati. Apparently, he's planning a large crossover event for Saturday. So,
Super Z is a very fun guy, and Cincinnati is a very fun city. And
that sounds like a fun combination.
And Brian Allen, can you see that that calendar? I did this last
I
week.
do see the calendar.
Can you tell me what day has a heart on it on the calendar?
It looks like August 15th.
You know why? Because Jackman Oaks, host of the OVW podcast and Asleep at the Wheel every Monday 4 to 6 p.m. on WRFL.FM, streaming worldwide 24/7, 365, is turning 27.
Nice.
27 years young.
Yeah, there you go.
So
He's experienced at it, folks.
this is I've had a very lucky history over the last few years of seeing some really great wrestling the weekend of my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Let's keep it up.
Just saying.
If we can get a car that works.
Oh, yeah, we are
Yeah.
maybe not the
Working
best
on it.
three guys to be at the current moment asking to make a long drive. But
No.
I believe
We all got here somehow, though.
Listen,
Yeah,
it's
sure
Leo
is.
season, baby.
Sure
It's
is.
we're gonna get that birthday magic.
There
Get
you
that
go.
birthday magic. That would be fun. That'd be fun.
It would
Even
be.
if we can't, there's a show much closer to home at the bottom of that list.
Acura of Lexington, August 29th. That's a free show. That's 2 weeks after
Yeah, that's 2 weeks from
That would be
last weekend of
from
the
Saturday, yeah.
last weekend of the month.
Which is the first time that I think I had actually had a chance to talk to you, Alan. Was at
So-
the Acura show that was last August, earlier in the month.
Yes.
Because by this point we were already podcasting together.
Yeah. No,
But
there you
yeah,
go.
I think it was like the 4th or 5th last year, and we had met briefly at the previous Manchester show.
Yep, that was
and
so
then
fun.
and then had some time to talk at the Acura show because that's always a great vibe. Come to that, especially if you have kids. It's a great time.
Show's great. You get some money. Maybe we'll get the money gun again, where the kids will go fight over it, and maybe a
I'm sure he
couple
will.
shameless adults.
I'm hoping. Did you see adults out there?
At least one.
Oh,
They could have
man.
passed as a youngin though. I don't know.
They were like they
Maybe
they got their beard early. They
Maybe.
their,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that
could-
happens, dude.
Yeah,
You
some
can't,
people could pass as a pretty. Whoop, so I don't.
You can't rob a young person of their childhood just because they hit puberty extremely early and extremely hard.
That's very true.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's always my favorite thing. You go away for summer. I mean, this is the first day of school for here in Fayette County,
Yes, it is.
and it's school season
Ooh.
in general.
Yeah.
You go away for the summer, and there's a kid has a beard,
Yeah.
and you're in like 7th grade,
Yeah.
and he just has a full beard.
Some
Mhm.
of them
We had one of those.
somehow.
And he's usually not like all there, but he's got this full beard.
It
great.
happens. Yeah.
Great.
I wish I could have got that.
So tickets to all those events are available at ovwrestling.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, OVWrestling.com. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, folks, Tiny Brian here with you once again. And listen, we have a Patreon. I wouldn't blame you at all if you didn't have anything to do with it, but it's there. It's patreon.com/OVW podcast. We've been pretty negligent about keeping up with it. Those of you who have stuck around just to give us a little bit of support, we greatly appreciate it. But I think at some point we're either going to get back to it or I'm going to find something else to talk about in this moment.
Unique
we'll get
Kentucky
back.
stories.
Oh, I guess we could talk about Homefront. Maybe we'll do that next time. If you don't know what Homefront is, stick around.
Oh.
Maybe next week I'll tell you
We
about
gotta
it.
hit the Patreon hard. This is coming from all of us. I don't want to ever. I hardly speak for all of us on this show. That's not what this show is about. This is an open conversation. But I will speak for all of us when I say we gotta hit the Patreon hard.
Yeah.
We gotta get back on it.
Yeah.
We were doing well,
We'll be
but I
there.
mean, it's everyone's life is hard, and our life is no harder or easier than anyone else's. But
Mm-hmm.
making time for extra content has been hard. But we have another free day throughout the week. So
We'll circle it back up.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get back to it.
Absolutely.
But either way, thank you to everybody who's even just joined as a free member. We really appreciate it. There's some Death to the Fed, which is our podcast about the multi-billion dollar international world
With a
of
beat.
sports entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have Malachi and Jackman's Cartoon Dreams Come True, which is a thing they've done a couple times, and I think they're going to do it again.
We will.
And I'm living in hope, and we'll think of some other things to add on to. Basically, we want to. This is the place for all the stuff that we want to try that we've just never had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to do. We've got an hour. Maybe do that as a live stream somewhere.
Throwback.
Throw a long way back, but I love that. Anyway,
That,
Patreon.
We've got an hour was a joke that was conceived when My birthday weekend 2 years ago.
See, it's a moment, and this honestly, we've just started our 4th year here at the podcast. We started the first week of August. 3 years. Oh, was it 3rd or no?
3rd.
We just we just hit 3 years old. We're starting our 4th year, but we're not there yet.
I could tell you a lot.
Math.
You want me to tell you what was happening?
Math.
I don't want to get into what was happening literally the birthday weekend before that.
Maybe we'll get that on a Patreon.
No, well, that's got to be on
Patreon.com.
Patreon. I don't want that one to be where regular people can hear it.
/OVW podcast. So don't be regular people. Go there and listen to things there. Now back to the OVW podcast already in progress.
All right, we started off with the show VW this week.
Leading the
Expanded
show.
What a great way.
Expanded show VW, it felt like.
Got picked up to the network.
Got some musical element in there now.
Yeah, we saw Ryan Von Rocket.
Yeah.
Best episode of show VW yet.
Easily.
Yeah.
Ryan Von Rocket doing everything back there. It was fantastic.
He just watched videos of Doc Severinsen from the old Tonight Show for 20 minutes. He just needs a loud jet blazer.
I don't think that's coming next week.
Yeah.
I think it's coming next week. But we see Cal Hero as our guest this week.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Cal Hero, a
That's
lot
a
of
change up.
like I mentioned earlier, a lot of Cal Hero in this show.
Yeah, not the last time he'll come up.
Mm-hmm.
We see Brandon antagonize.
Yeah. No, he was definitely letting Cal have it. A lot of it was kind of the usual Cal ammo of the accusations of, man, it's not too earned. You got it easier than a lot of us here. And Cal didn't take too kindly like that, which he usually doesn't, which he shouldn't if someone's calling you out like that. So he started letting BD have it back. We basically kind of had, not so much called him washed, but saying, you don't wrestle anymore. But Brandon was like, hey, I'm like you said, the videos are out there.
He's coming back.
He can still go.
He's going to one day.
He's going to, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, he whether or not he can go is irrelevant. Is there anybody else in that locker room who could do what he did in this segment and has been doing since 1400?
Yeah.
No. We love you guys, but this is a thing Brandon can do, so let's let him do the thing that only he can do.
He kills it.
He's just too darn good.
Yeah.
Brandon Davis is. And Cal Hero is not as good as he used to be. As I've often said over the course of this podcast. Like he's every time you see him, he's just a little more edgy. I don't mean in the ring or anything like that. But every time you see Cal Hero, he's just a little more edgy. His stats are shifting.
The slow walk.
Yeah.
He's Fable 1. Right, the moral system on Fable 1. Every decision he makes is leading him slower and slower toward depravity. And that's basically been like Cal for at least while we're reminiscing the time that you've been on a microphone here on this podcast.
Yeah, that's kind of been the new thing where, like a slow burn. You see certain promos, certain acts people will do in the ring, or whether it's on the mic, that get to them a lot more that they weren't doing not too long ago. So, yeah, it's been a steady change.
So I mentioned last week that I watched the 3 Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
Yes.
And that got me into just Spider-Man YouTube in general.
There you go.
I'm watching a lot of Spider-Man YouTube.
There you go.
And I think that Cal's kind of like... anytime he drifts further away from like the center of morality or like moral like justice, he's not too dissimilar to Peter Parker.
Yeah.
In a way that Peter can never really hide who he is, like his true intentions. Like he can never really hide like his insecurities and the things that made him, even when he's quote unquote dastardly. And like even when he is quote unquote dastardly, most of the time he's also still kind of like a dweeb. Yeah. And like you know, and Cal, not calling Cal a dweeb or anything, but Cal has that same kind of quality where even when he's getting close to a moral like shift, his character doesn't feel. He's not light switching heel and babyface.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
He just is becoming
100%
darker.
Switch,
Yeah.
yeah.
He keeps his riz.
It's
to
under.
use the-
It's underlying.
go.
It's underlying. His motivations are underlying instead of like,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, and like again, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Am I
No,
getting
it's-
anywhere?
you
with
are.
this? Am I
It's fluid.
Am I making? Any sense
It's
with
one
this?
of those. It's pretty fluid, especially when you mention like the Tobey Maguire. That's the version, Peter, you watched.
Tom, I watched the Tom Holland, but of course I grew up on the Tobey
Tom Holland one.
We've
I'm
all seen
sorry.
the Tobies.
So
Grew up on the Tobies.
yeah, so I do get that, and you kind of see with a lot of the Spider-Mans that have been depicted, because that is Spider-Man, that is Peter Parker. We're even.
But I do think it, by comparison, is the truest with the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And that's how good you explained it, because that's where I was kind of going with. Hey, I think that was the best depiction of that.
Yeah.
Was kind of Toby's, especially when Venom suit stuff started happening and the personality was he's still Peter, but he just had moments, and that's kind of what we have with Cal.
Yeah.
Where you have these moments where you're like, oh yeah, it's a little different. That's even more aggressive than last week, and the next week it's like, oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on. Yeah.
We had a moment like that tonight here at the end of the segment.
Yeah.
With Cal Hero shoving Brandon
our guy.
Davis to the ground
Yeah.
and mimicking putting a crown on his head.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we will see Cal Hero later on in the evening in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
And
Had a few commercials here. Yeah.
in a lot of the commercials.
Yeah. But
Because we did cut directly to him out of this moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
by design.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So
That's the brand.
would you
Yeah.
kids call what he was doing, what Brandon Davis was doing to Cal, negging? Do I have that right? Do I have the parlance correct?
I'm gonna go rage baiting. I mean,
Because they were
Rage
kind of
baiting,
that
yeah.
left-handed
Rage baiting.
compliments is what we might have called them back in my day.
right. And I mean, rage bait is such an umbrella now, where those definitely fall under it. Any like condescending like methods of talking to someone, that's under rage bait lore now.
Or trolling, maybe.
Yeah,
Was he
trolling.
trolling?
It used to just be called trolling, but then that even got Pokemon evolved to rage bait, and trolling isn't
Yeah.
even.
Trolling is
Trolling was for the love of the game.
I consider myself like a tried and true troll.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is just for the love of the game. Like
Yeah.
it is purely that I think that it is very funny when you say something really uninformed intentionally.
Yeah.
And not hateful,
Mm-hmm.
not misogynist, racist,
Yeah.
Just dumb.
transphobic, just
Mhm.
intentionally dumb.
Yep.
Like one of the earliest times I got in an argument on like a Facebook punk rock forum when I was like 14.
There you go.
And I just said, you know what I said? I love how Joey writes all the songs. He didn't.
Obviously.
Yeah.
The context
But
of the
people
last
went
3 minutes
crazy.
made me understand what that was.
He
but-
he didn't.
But that thread went crazy on you, didn't they?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Go into any Reddit thread, any. I'm a vinyl record guy, or I was at one point. They post. They say, "What should I buy next?" You just post something good. It's the love of the game.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
love
yeah.
of the game. It's harmless. It's harmless. But rage baiting is something very different.
Yeah, rage baiting is very much all those things you said. Trolling is not. Rage baiting goes right into that, and
Yeah.
there's monetary value in that now, which
Yes.
makes it even worse.
Yeah. You cannot. Yeah, you're busking when you're a troll. You're at an open mic night when you're a troll.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, like
Mhm.
rage baiters are selling out stadiums
Yeah.
comparatively.
That's grifting at that point. Grifting goes under that umbrella now,
yeah.
and BD at this point in time is more so. I put that in the troll realm. I mean, this is very.
He's having fun.
Yeah, he's having fun. Maybe some comments to the crowd. Someone call it rage bait, but that's what heels do.
Yeah. So moving on. It's your time. It's your time.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, honestly,
we
this
launched
is-
it with a more Rush Division showcase
Mm-hmm.
kind of going on
Like
here.
that. I like that word.
And because we like when they do that on Rise. we start off with Icon coming out looking as icy as ever since we got that attire change, since we got that new helmet, kind of sported. And we have a few more competitors come out. We have I see our feisty boy here with he had the just sparkly pink on here.
How do you
And
think he
damn,
did
that
as
looks
guest
good.
commentator? Because he's obviously headed for the desk.
Yeah, it was new for him. That's not something we've seen JJ in a lot.
We know he's good in the chat room.
Yeah, we know he's good in the chat room, and seeing him here, he definitely did not squander the opportunity to let that character do its thing. I think he's making AJ feel, I was going to say uncomfortable, but I think pretty comfortable with some of his showcasing some of the Riz right there.
Putting him
I
at
definitely-
commentary is a
Yeah.
great move. Love to see the champion at commentary.
Yeah, you always love that. I was taking my notes. I mean, you see how smooth Lawson is. I'm the feist era. You gotta take what notes you can. see
Yeah,
what
you got to
can
learn
apply
from
to
a
your
master.
game.
You got to learn from a master.
Yeah, that's how I put it.
While he's
And-
giving out free lessons, especially.
Yeah, that's how I put it. But we got some other names in this bout too, though. That pulled up some newer,
Yeah.
younger guys. It was great to see Draco.
Love seeing
do his thing.
Draco.
Draco was killing it. Great to see him on Rise more and more, and he definitely earned more showcase after some of what he was putting on here.
Draco takes advantage of every moment he has.
Yeah,
Takes
100%.
advantage. He's always working on something.
Mm-hmm.
Even pre-match,
Mhm.
we're still introducing people. Like we're separating the corners. Draco is jawing.
Mhm.
Draco is always moving towards something.
Yeah,
He's taking as a ton of advantage of his screen time.
yeah, he does. So we have we have Suave Squad
Swat
is
Squad.
popping up here as
Hashtag
well.
Swat Squad.
Max, our great friend Max, was in this bout as well. Some newer names: Chris Cutler.
Don't recognize him.
We had Maddox. Was it Rice Maddox? I think that was his first name, but
Yeah.
and then Super Z popped up as well.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, yeah, we had light mention earlier in the show. Can't wait to see what he has planned for that weekend. Icon Lee, let's give it up. How about that? Let's give it up.
What more
Let's
can
just
we
get
say?
it out the way.
What more can we say?
I'm giving my round of applause for the our icon whenever I can.
Congratulate. Oh no, this is for this isn't part of the King of OVW. This is for the Rush
number one
Championship,
contender for that title on the table over there,
which will be
yes, sir.
Saturday.
Yep. That shows.
Icon and JJ.
Brilliant.
Let's predict who you got.
I was clamoring and banging the table for it a few weeks ago. I do it often amount. Icon. I think it's time. No, I know it's time actually.
We're gonna go. Icon is new Rush Division champion.
That's why this bout was it's especially special to see some guys that have not been on Rise a lot showcase
Mhm.
and do their thing. Can't wait to see more of them in action. Icon, maybe took some advantage of that new newness to the scene for some of them and did what veteran guys do. He took the win, and I do think that will lead to an Icon Lee title run, and I can't wait.
We got two of the slickest guys, though.
yeah.
We got two of the cheatingest cheaters.
Yeah. Cheat. That was a nice kip up. Yeah, we got some cheating DNA
All right,
in this bout.
I'm gonna. So, what do you guys think? I want you to set a percentage chance. Do we see the Eddie Guerrero between these two?
Oh,
I think that's the
Do you
whole
know what that
ma-
means?
I think that's
Yes.
the whole
Okay.
match. I think that's the entire. I think that's
Probably.
all, they start with that spot.
That one of the match starts. One of them has a chair. They toss it to the other while the ref is like pointing at the
distracted.
bell keeper.
Yeah.
and they're both on the ground. When I'm gonna. Do you think Alice does Alice still do OVW? Or is she gone for
I
WWE
think
now?
she's gone.
Oh,
One would
yeah,
think.
she's
Gone.
boy
All
gone.
the
Yeah.
socials are changed.
Yeah, it's not even the same
Everything.
name anymore.
Alice is-
She
yeah.
gone.
And
Katie
all
Reynolds,
hers.
shout out. We were watching.
Katie
Tried
Reynolds.
to watch some NXT last night.
Yeah,
See if we saw old Katie Reynolds on there.
yeah.
But
Shout out to her, seriously.
she might have been. That was one thing about NXT. Because I haven't been watching that long, in all honesty.
Mhm.
Really, just since we started doing Death to the Fed, and you see the wrestlers a lot more than you see the referee. I don't know how to describe the phenomenon that I'm experiencing.
Mhm.
I just feel like I never see referees in the shot on NXT.
They do things a little different in NXT from other WWE programming and things like that. Or I do see where you're coming from with that.
Like they're just the stars are just so much more present. It's shot like a video game.
It is
in some ways. Like
yeah.
Just the action is so much more.
Yeah, no,
on top of.
No, I agree. I think especially with where you can kind of see with OVW when you have a smaller venue and just a lot less going on in the backspace. It definitely the people with the bright crazy stuff and then also doing crazy stuff in the ring too. It just stands out a lot. So I get it.
Shout out to Zilla Fatu also.
Yeah.
All right. So Steven Steele is trying to chat up Katie Gannon.
And Steven Steele.
Evil Z shows up. Danhausen, Evil Z Hausen, whatever. I kind of
thing.
I know I like Evil Z. I'm not
do
trying to
too.
take away from him.
No,
But I am upset that Tiny Brian came up with that. So that's really what that comes down to. Let's talk.
I did show some restraint and did not refer to him as Evil Zhausen in the notes this week. You will note. I did think about it, but no, he's just Evil Z again. 1 week is enough for that.
Yeah. No, I mean it was an extremely good joke. Let's talk about 2 of the evening. I'll take this one away. Sure. Janie Hartman and Killa Kai and Shalance Royale. Got a 3-way for that women's race for the crown. Killa Kai looks strong as hell during this match.
Yeah, as she likes to do. Dang, I'm ready for some more wins for her, though.
Yeah,
I'm ready to see it come together.
There were several times where she looked like just an absolute powerhouse, and I mean, shout out to Jamie and Shalance for taking that whooping. But I think, unfortunately. Maybe not unfortunately. I take that back. Sometimes I put words in my own mouth just to hold a space for a second, and I don't actually mean them, and that was just one of those occasions.
Get it.
I think it was a foregone conclusion Shalance was winning. Is what I'm saying from a kayfabe perspective.
Yeah. Stuff you see with her and Larkin last week. It's just they're building towards a thing.
Yeah, and
sure.
Kai's not around enough. Versus Kai and Shalance, Janie doesn't make sense. It's just kind of like when you see the matchup, you're just kind of like, okay, this is a match for how are we going to get there, not what's going to happen.
Yeah, there you
go. Lots of great PJ stuff, lots of great Killa Kai and PJ stuff. Shalance, though, right choice.
Yeah.
To harken back to the game we played last week, I don't even think that it's a question here given the circumstances heading into Queen of the Crown.
I like that. I like this theme. I like this queen, or just especially the Crown brand. I mean, we gave them the props last week for having sponsorship like that. That's special.
And with the week that we've had, we should have actually gotten that crown.
Yeah, maybe it's not too late. We'll have a DoorDash.
Yeah,
do that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Take us away on our next match. I'm gonna see how much it costs. I'm not actually gonna do it, but I'm gonna see how much it costs and how long it would take to DoorDash. I don't know, the biggest bottle of Crown Royal that I could find.
No, you do your thing. Shalance takes the win one step closer to the crown, which would be so fitting for her. We get some more Katie Gannon. After this, I believe this is when, Tony has more issue with poor Miss Larkin not getting her title match yet.
I think we need to slow down and talk about this.
Because, it's a big one.
It's been an ongoing.
Yeah.
And I touched on it a little bit last week. I was like, we're going to continue. We're going to continue to do it. I was a little less – I didn't want to make a definitive statement. I wasn't feeling as confident. But I, in the back of my head, knew it was like, we're doing this for at least another week.
Yeah.
So do we think that J-Rod is just not available?
I do truly believe that. I mean, she's busy.
I've seen her on the Instagram. She seems to be staying pretty busy.
Just yesterday, I believe it was, which is proof, she's not dodging. She's just busy. It was during, SummerSlam weekend. They had a lot of tryouts that were going on, but they showed them, as a group, taking in some knowledge from. I forgot who it was speaking to him, but it was an executive with WWE, or I think he might have been, specifically in the NXT realm. But kind of telling them, giving them some tips, advice, whatever he could, but especially promos. And saw J-Rod, in that crowd doing her thing, taking it all in. So she is busy, absolutely. And shout out to her for achieving great, amazing things. This is definitely turning into it was a little weird how Katie, went about promising Tony Evans and the Evans family and Larkin that she would get her match at specifically, she did say it at the Crown event in Cincy this weekend, right? It would happen.
Yes, I believe she did state that.
Not much detail exactly. She had a very peculiar way she went about, kind of announcing that. So, not sure what's in store for that title for Larkin or really anything in that scene right now. So that'll be really interesting. Maybe you got to show up or something to really take it all in that day.
All right. So before tax, 41 or before tip 41.18
for the bottle
for 175 for a half a gallon of Crown Royal delivered.
So if you go grab that at the store, it usually runs about what 20.
I don't even know. I really couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
That's got the 50 DOS bag that comes with it.
That's the big one.
Yeah, I can put like 50, 60, 75 DOS in that bag.
We just want that dice bag. We'll just have them DoorDash the dice bag and then
have them DoorDash
the bottle
dice bag.
Dasher. Yeah, you can have keep the bottle Dasher. Yeah, but that's kind of where we're sitting with Larkin's next objective and that title right now. So
it's looking
something to keep your eye on. Yeah.
Thank you for that was wonderful.
Yeah.
I feel bad for putting that on you right in the middle of the show because I know that it's been a week.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted you to go ahead and order that thing. I'll cash app you. We'll make it work.
Hey,
guys, we can just go by. We'll run through a drive-through when we leave.
Neither one of us is driving home.
That is
exactly. Yeah, I'm driving
Are we trying? You trying to hit the gram with some Crown?
Sure.
Try to go live on the gram with some Crown.
Maybe save it for
an Omni Puma stream.
Yeah.
Well, that one has like no ties to it. Then we're just drinking Crown Royal.
We're just doing it for the hell of it. Yeah.
I feel like they could. I feel like if we drank Crown Royal on this show next week, they could give us a bottle.
We got to make some sort of media funny enough surrounding Crown in this event, and then we'll get that sponsorship.
Send an email.
Yeah, we'll send that email.
Host a podcast that gets 48 views a week.
Yeah, there you go. Help us out.
If you help us
a
little
out,
bit of
we can get all the way to 60.
Yeah, there you go. That's a big jump. I don't know.
That's a huge jump.
That is a big jump. Yeah, we'll get.
It's a considerable amount.
Yeah.
It's 12 more people.
Yeah.
And to be clear, we appreciate all 48 of you.
Seriously,
who tune in on YouTube every week.
Yeah.
If you tune into this show, because it's a pretty consistent number, you know how much you mean to us. You know how much we appreciate it.
Seriously.
And
we'll make Jackman eat random hot dogs for you.
I ain't doing that again.
My
stomach, my body has never been the same.
I believe that.
So that's the straw that broke the camel's back. That is the metaphor of Jackman Noakes' body. That's what you're telling me.
I don't think it's the only one.
Oh.
I think it's the latest. But yeah, it's not been the same. I'll just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it. I feel like a hot dog every day. I just feel like I feel like I'm slowly turning into a hot dog. I feel like I'm slowly splitting down the middle while I'm getting cooked.
That's kind of crazy.
Do we need to stop this and get you some help, Jackman? I feel I'm now grown sort of concerned.
No, I think we gotta get a different kind of help first, and then maybe we might talk about the splitting down the middle, like when you're getting cooked help. First, we gotta get some Crown Royal.
Yeah, let's start with that.
Tony Evans kept Colby Carter on the ground a majority of this match, which I think is, well, I'm not even gonna say a majority because Colby Carter definitely broke free.
He did. He
definitely,
sure did.
Definitely broke free. We didn't preface this by saying this is our third match of the
bout
evening.
Mm-hmm.
But we started with Tony Evans knowing, imperative to his mission, knowing I got to keep this guy on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I can't exactly do what this guy does at the level that he does it.
And
That
it's
doesn't
hard
mean
to.
I can't beat him. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm not the top champion in the company
Mm-hmm.
or former top champion in the company. That just means I got to play my cards right with this guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. And, well, for the most part, ultimately it paid off, and he did play his cards right.
Yes, he did.
But it sure damn wasn't easy.
No, this would have been a really interesting match for Colby Carter to pick up here on a Thursday night.
And a few times with those near falls, I thought he was.
I
know
thought
it
he was
wasn't
too.
The only one, yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Evans has gotten to be a great near fall artist.
Oh,
a
he's
great
real good.
299 guy.
Mm-hmm. Get the shoulders up. That's all you need.
Yeah, and especially staying on the mat. But there's also, like I said, there's a lot of times where Colby Carter shows how comfortable he is down on the ground during this match as well.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the chemistry between these two guys.
I really did too. The crowd was feeling it. Chat was definitely feeling it. We were feeling it.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool pocket you can find or moment you can find when you have super duper heel and what's turning into a kind of super baby face in terms of just crowds always behind him. They love his matches.
From day one.
From day one, yeah. Literally from day one. So when you create that suspense with the near falls and it's like, hey, is Colby really going to pick one of these up against arguably the top heel in the company?
I'd say the top heel in the company.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he going to get that tonight, on this Thursday night? Really close. And when he ultimately didn't, you could hear just the deafening disappointment when that happened, which is what you want out of a match like this, out of these two competitors.
Well, and I mean, even in the meta, what's floating around is he just lost the championship too.
Yeah.
He's kind of losing the family. They're losing all of their momentum.
Yep.
Be a really interesting one for Colby Carter to pick up, and you could feel it. And I'm sure that Davis Arena crowd is incredibly tuned into stuff like that.
They are. They sure are.
And I'm sure that they tasted it right there on the tip of their tongue.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get
And
it though.
snatched from
them. In the way only Tony Evans really can.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think with Tony, we're starting to see a hint throughout this whole thing, a little bit of desperation in the not just on the mic, but in this match, kind of at all points, a little bit of desperation on the part of the head of the Evans family.
Hard times are hard. I mean, he had was talking to Katie. He had the mic time then, but he had the entrance. He still had that mic in his hand. He said, "I'm not done yet. We still got people to holler at."
Yeah, I'm not. This is over. I'll tell you when this is over.
He never let go of that mic from between the segments. Never let go of it. And I don't blame him.
You remember when they used to do the mixed tag tournament in WWE?
Ooh, yeah.
And it was Asuka and The Miz or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Shalance and Tony. It's just mic time. That's the name of the tag team is Mic Time.
You got to when you're that good. You do that much with it.
2 mics. They never let go of them. They come make the tag. She's singing. He's talking shit the whole time.
What a duo that would be. Yeah.
Put that in. That's be a fun video game mode.
You would.
Do they do that?
That's creative.
They do that on the video games now.
They don't get that creative.
They
these
don't
days.
have. They don't have even on the WWE games. Can you do guys versus girls?
I'm pretty sure they did finally. The past 2 years, they did bring that around in the newer games.
It just immediately devolved into 14-year-olds getting a wrestler that's a spitting image of them just drug around the ring by Rhea Ripley. They just put it on versus computer on the hardest mode, and they set the controller down and then
just mumble mommy for 45 minutes.
Unzip those pants
and earn our explicit tag.
And then do the real.
There's no way that wasn't hour one thing that happened. Somebody definitely did that hour one, dude.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. That's
Austin Riker wants to wrestle Dustin Jackson, who's our heavyweight champion. He says he'll put his career on the line for it. We said, I've said it a couple times, touched on it last week. Former Star Rider Austin Riker is a man without a country, he has nowhere to go. Now he might be a man without a career.
A man's not afraid to put down whatever he needs to get his match, to get his graps in, and that's mad respect, damn. Bro, Austin, He said, "You're gonna have to put your career on." Done.
Done.
Immediate.
Immediate. Didn't care. Didn't think twice.
That's a true grappler right there. Riker's a baller.
So a year ago, Cal Hero was our heavyweight champion. Now it's Dustin Jackson. Of course, those two things are related, even though they feel like they were a long time ago. Feel like they were much longer than within the last year, related to each other. A year out from Cal Hero's victory over Jamin Olivencia, like I asked at the beginning, do you see Austin Riker potentially being heavyweight champion? Which one is more likely, Austin Riker heavyweight champion or Austin Riker retired wrestler?
Oh man, I'd have to go with the championship. Since we go ahead.
It's a big spot. No, I mean I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying it's a big spot.
Yeah, it is a big. It is a big one, and that's not even so much to be like, oh, there's no way he's done retiring, leaving, whatever it may be. I do just think, I mean, this was a guy that, and maybe it was under the Star Rider mask, but was in that U.S. title scene and did pretty damn good with it. So I would go. This spot's not. It's very fitting for him. It's something he could, if he did win that title off of him, yeah, he's that kind of guy.
Tiny Brian.
He's him.
Yes, sir.
Which one is more likely? Austin Riker is the heavyweight champion, or Austin Riker is a former wrestler, a former OVW superstar?
See, this is the classic thing I'm always posing to you guys. This is the classic head versus heart argument. I love Austin. He was, again, one of the early folks who kind of bought into what we're trying to do here.
And has been with us several times down here.
Been with us multiple times. Go back to the last interview you did with us. There's like editing and just weirdness involved. It was a great time.
And he's always done something different every time he's down here. We've talked to three different guys, three different versions of Star down here. We haven't gotten to talk to Austin yet, but Star was so on board, so helpful with us.
Sweet.
The more I sit here and think about it as I build to as I vamp and try to decide what to say, I feel like it's going to be a real tragedy. That's what I'll say, is if this ends with him leaving OVW after having lost his mask, after having lost previous opportunities, it's just been smaller and smaller and further and more. Again, I'm going to say the word desperate, more desperate from Austin. And I think that would be a real shame if Austin's time in OVW ends at the end of this losing streak. I'll just say that.
Agreed.
It's my birthday week. I'm not going to answer. Brendan Balling versus J3 is our next match. It's a quick one. It's a fun one.
It is a fun one.
This is one that you see the poster and you just go, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's like, oh, that's nice. That'll make my day.
I want to see this at a house show. This is also one that you see the poster and you say, oh, put this on a house show, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, let this breathe.
Yeah, we need this matchup again soon, preferably like tomorrow or but seriously,
anytime.
Anytime, anywhere, right here, right now.
Brendan Balling might just be that guy right now. Just like, doesn't matter. Anybody who wrestles, pay attention to him. J3 has always been, really very, very talented guy as well. But Brendan Balling coming off of the JJ Lawson stuff just feels impossible to miss.
Yeah. And
I think that the way that J3 approached Brendan here, J3 knew that going in.
Yeah.
He said, I can keep up with you.
Yeah. And Balling, he's been on fire since he stepped into this arena.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to cool that off. You don't. I mean, J3 had to be thinking, or anyone that steps in there with him has to be thinking, what the hell I got to do to this guy? Because he's taking some crazy shots early on in the match, middle of a match, near the end, and he'll keep going. That TLC, I mean, early on, again, we walk into that arena, he's taking a chair shot to the head, and he's still completing a match and doing it in a damn convincing fashion. So it's a challenge taking him on. But, again, not a lot of time here. If J3 didn't have a certain former tag team partner who's been on a damn mission. Yeah. Been on a mission. Maybe this went a little longer. Maybe we could have got a different result, but Kirko wasn't. He's been relentless.
Been relentless. Not going to let go of J3. This match continues, this potential match, future match between them continues to escalate every single week. Kirk Okai seeming like one of the more dangerous guys in the locker room, even though he really hasn't gotten super physical with J3 or anything like that up until tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of been minor interference. But what a time to kind of unleash Kirko in this way.
Yeah. No, it's been brewing for a little bit, and each week is kind of more with what they've done with Kirko each time. Each week it's like you get more invested, more interested, like, okay, this is a long-term plan, and it's not just, drop a fire ass Instagram promo and then we kind of let it.
But I mean, he been doing that
go.
too.
I would say he's been doing well. That's the thing. Like, it wasn't just that when he did it, and then just like we cool it off. We're kind of done here, and it's just shelved for a bit. No, they've been building since then, and that is a plan. And it's great in wrestling to see a damn plan, right? It's yeah.
Well, and
love those guys.
just two of the most exciting prospects on the entire roster. Not unlike the Only Bros were, and their early runs.
Yeah.
At OVW, who are now our tag team champions. We see them reconvening with Unks.
Yeah, got their cups out. They're sipping on whatever beverage they're sipping on.
Whatever's in there.
Yeah.
Y'all sell cups of ice. They hit them with that at the store.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure it out. They're waiting for the shorties. They're waiting for the money. They're waiting for that real payoff of getting those titles. Right now they've just gotten the responsibility of having them and having to defend them and being a target. But they want that other stuff.
The finer
too.
things in life.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Let's hear it. I like this.
What if this doesn't get them into a feud? What if they become like an Evolution style faction?
Well, we will have to get past the fact that apparently the Only Bros set a match to defend against.
When did that happen?
That happened in that segment.
Yeah,
correct?
so they sure did. Yeah, they basically the Unks if I have this right, they convinced them to
Adam specifically
defend them against them.
Yeah,
to be a.
Yeah, he was like, "Listen, guys, here's what you do. You want your respect. You want people to take you guys seriously.
They're gonna cheat, man.
Defend it against us, and then that way everybody will respect you.
They're gonna cheat.
No, Tony Gunn and Adam Revolver.
Damn.
No, I expect more from men named after firearms.
That's
funny.
How cool would that have been? Just come out like a little family. Y'all hanging out, bro.
Yeah,
learning from the older generation.
This you can see disappointment in real time on Jackman's face as the faction idea kind of falls apart.
I still am carrying out hope. We don't know.
It's your birthday week. We'll carry it.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will come and attack all four of them and galvanize them together.
My birthday month.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know I'm not that guy in real life.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know I am like the furthest thing away from birthday month guy.
Yeah,
I did it one time as a joke, and I realized how much it got on Tiny and Heinz's nerves, and I just started doing it every year.
Birthday month is that's a conversation.
I would like to point out for the
itself.
record, it didn't get on my nerves.
There you go. That's why we like you.
Is that reverse psychology? You trying to get me to stop saying
Yeah,
it?
maybe.
No, birthday month people are different people.
Yeah, they're different, and I respect it. I do. That is your day. You're not gonna have another one of those, so celebrate the hell out of it.
But your day, it's your day.
Yeah, but I would say emphasis on, I guess, the day part. But I mean, it is your birthday month. You won't have another one of those either.
That's true.
But how about a birthday year?
Just
Birthday.
starts.
I was bored.
Starts immediately the day after.
I mean, my birthday year, we were celebrating the hell out of that. Which, you know what, that was a joke at first, but you do got to celebrate.
I only celebrate one person's birth all year long, and I think everyone in this room knows whose it is.
Paul Stanley from Kiss.
Our Lord and Savior, please.
There you go. Soul Ruka. All right. So,
Yeah, Soul Ruka.
Speaking of, shout out Soul.
Yeah, shout out Soul Ruka.
Seriously.
From the Big Zinc Boys.
Yeah. Keep doing your thing. Next up, we got we'll go back to the wrestling for a second. The actual Rise things that we watched. So
We're back to the
we're
format.
back to the crown. Yeah, back to our format of we're doing tag team wrestling, elimination. We're doing 2-on-1 and then 1-on-1 from there.
Yes.
So
2-on-1, 1-on-2,
Yeah.
1-on-1.
yeah, that's a lot of math, man. I like how this.
That's why
format's
AJ
really
has a
good.
30-second commercial explaining it during
Yeah,
every
during
break.
each one.
Yeah, twice.
So, I do just want to say this. So we get Juwan Thomas, T-Dub, Tommy Boy, and Drew Hernandez in this bout with Tommy and Drew on opposing teams. And I really want to give it to first off, Juwan Thomas this is probably the longest showcase we got of him
Yeah.
so far on Rise. Beast.
And they're with three, perennial OVW
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, and him and T-Dub, they had their own story to tell. You got two guys that have a very established thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the same family, and they have this story, this bout kind of going. These two right now kind of trying to find some more footing in the moment, maybe getting a storyline or whatever. And for me, I'm like, the story they built was just they had a sparring match. They went at it for a while here in this match, and I really liked their segments fighting each other.
Yes.
It just looked damn good.
looks great.
Like we mentioned, chemistry throughout this podcast and everything. These two guys, we haven't seen them really go at each other yet, but they had that for me here.
Another guy that took the most out of his time, knew that he was the least established guy amongst these four, knew that the story was not focused primarily on his team or his even really what he did in the ring, but knew that if he showed it out, had a great partner in the former TW3, and knew if he showed out that, he would be memorable. And we are talking about him right now.
Yep. Absolutely. We get a little further along and get our inevitable. You kind of knew it would probably get down to Drew versus Tommy.
That's what we wanted to see, right?
Yeah. And I was a little surprised with how this went.
Me too.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know if anyone else was.
Pleasantly.
Yeah, pleasantly.
I think that this would have been the one to steal, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
For
just
sure.
like looking at it, like from a storyline thing, like Drew Hernandez is now titleless. The family, Tony Evans' family, is falling apart, and Tommy Boy's always been the sore thumb in that family, kind of.
Yeah.
As they're falling apart, he's kind of looking at bigger and bigger opportunities. He's moving up. I'm okay. So we have a ladder match to crown this whole thing, right?
I think that's for the women.
I believe it was.
It's for
so
both.
it's an 8-man and then goes to a 4-man ladder.
Yeah.
Yes,
And the
it's
women
8 man.
just start
the
as-
ladders only start out come in the middle of the men's.
Yeah,
matches.
but I'm looking at the end. I'm looking
Yeah.
towards the end here.
Yeah,
Because I'm looking at one thing. The possibility of Tommy Boy De Niro on a big giant tall ass ladder.
a
Yeah.
Tiant Jall ass
Yeah.
ladder. Yes.
That's the name. That's the
pretty
podcast
cool.
episode
Yeah.
name.
Let me
There
write
you
that
go.
down.
There you go.
Tiant Jall ass ladder.
There you go.
And how either A, cool it would be when he's up there and he like grabs the thing, puts it on his head, everybody's going crazy. Or B, when he falls off of it in some spectacular fashion.
Yeah, falls and hits a shooting star, just front flipping something.
Yeah,
off
or
of it or something.
Yeah, he's doing something crazy, or he's getting pushed off and it looks absolutely devastating, or he falls through like 6 tables all stacked up or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the prospect, now that's been introduced to me, of Tommy Boy De Niro on top of a ladder, I gotta see it.
Yeah.
Gotta see it. Tommy Boy De Niro, huge stakes, pay-per-view out of market, premium event out of market.
This being their big one time of year anyway.
Yeah, that as well. Good point. This is kind of traditionally where we focus a lot of attention.
This used to literally be called the big one.
I think
There you go.
1400 took the 1400 and kind of Independence Rage and everything surrounding that, I think kind of took the place of that this year. Not to say this isn't a huge event and very exciting event. We got sponsorships. We're in a different city, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of the pizzazz or the pomp and circumstance, I think that was kind of 1400 Independence Rage.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I like the point. I like where your head's at on it.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Tommy Boy De Niro's our victor here.
Some weird circumstances.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is Tommy Boy why the Evans family is falling apart? It feels like Tommy Boy, like Tony Evans will do anything to keep Tommy Boy to spite Jay De Niro. And I feel like that is slowly hoisting him on his own petard, so to speak.
You could trace it all back to Tommy Boy. It's all Tommy Boy. of some of the families.
The family all started at Tommy Boy. It makes sense for him to be either the last one standing and then its ultimate full destruction, just to be all poetic about it or whatever.
Yeah.
You mentioned you wanted to touch on some weird circumstances here at the end of this match.
Oh, again, it was just they still, as much as the family's having trouble, they're still just don't even need the verbal. There's just cues that Tony can give, and just Drew or someone else in the family will know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we got here. And for Drew to have to, you got a man down, you can pin him, get the win, go move to a great opportunity in Cincinnati to really showcase what else you got, go become the king, and you gotta fall in line. Understand it.
Man, Tony Evans' forearms are jacked.
They are.
I got some definition on those puppies. Golly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's been putting in the work.
He has, man. He has been putting in the work.
Commentary pointed it out. He had a great picture on Instagram showing the work. Got to show the love there. So.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so.
That shot was great. Did you see near the end there?
Tommy just laid out on the floor.
Commercial.
And
perfect.
Cal's face.
Cal, yeah.
Let's talk about it. We're here.
Yes.
It's time.
Mm-hmm.
Cal Hero and Kirk O'Kai on one team. Ashton Adonis, Kirk O'Vaughn on one team.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton Adonis and Big Zoe on the other. We get
a lot of stardom in this.
A lot of stardom. We, of course, get J3 during this match with his receipt on Kirko. That's what ends up eliminating him. Prior to that, it seems like Cal and Kirko kind of can't get on the same page, even though at one point during the Halcyon days of Level 3, Cal was kind of a mentor to them.
Yeah, he sure was. Now, I'm glad you threw that throwback at there. That's a lot of throwing. And I appreciate you for that, because I did kind of forget that era of when Cal was hanging with him. That was kind of early on after things like this happened, where he was, finding work, finding a way to get his presence in that locker room with different teams and maybe be a motivation to guys like a Level 3.
Yeah, 100%. And, I mean, it seems like J3 really, I would say, shows himself to be a student of Cal Hero in a lot of ways.
Oh, I agree.
Kirko went the complete opposite direction with it.
Yeah.
It's funny that Kirko had so much one-on-one time with Big Zoe in this, because he's definitely, I think, learned a lot more from, Prime era, just how mean the aggression of Big Zoe, the well-spokenness of Big Zoe, the promos can be so much more than just I'm mad.
Yeah, they can.
Of Big Zoe.
Yeah. Psychological aspects to them.
Yeah, so love seeing that kind of when you see two talents of two generations that have similarities to each other, like their games are similar, to see them match up is always, whether it's in wrestling or it's in other sports.
Yeah.
It's always fun to get to see that.
It's cool. Yeah, see the parallels.
So Cal Hero ends up winning this.
Yep.
Big night for Cal Hero. We started the night with Cal Hero. We ended the night with Cal Hero. We started this podcast with Cal Hero.
We did, yeah.
Tell me some of your feelings. Tell me some of your takeaways of this match.
Yeah. Well, I mean, instantly, after we got the result, crowd did the crowd things, and it was pretty loud in there. A lot of it filled with some of those boos or disappointment that were really loud, during that era where we were getting those thank you, Dustin chants.
Yeah.
We're getting more of that kind of volume again when a win like this happened. And I'm like, you know what, I kind of like this. Because you create, well, when this win happened, I'm like, man, you got a really cool field in that match on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was my instant, like, any three of these guys could have win, especially, if we were doing a right choice thing, my meter would kind of be pointing like Ashton.
I think.
Yeah, I was about to say,
let's play while we're on the subject.
Yeah.
We'll play it real quick.
Yeah.
My thing. Cal's probably the right choice in terms of getting him on the card and the big event. My personal right choice, wrong choice was Ashton. I really wanted Ashton to win this.
I'm right there with you.
He's been traveling a lot. He was in our neighbors to the north recently. Been putting in a hell of a lot of work on Rise, and Ashton kind of, I think, would have been my choice.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling you on that. Tiny, did you have one you kind of, out of the four that were in here, one you were kind of like, I really wanted to see this, unless it was Cal and you got your win.
Yeah, I never, honestly, I thought Cal winning this one was a foregone conclusion by this point, but based on what we had seen through the course of the match, and it just kind of felt like Cal's got to get into this match.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I love everybody in this, but yeah, I always assumed it was going to be Cal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it started the show with him. I think we get,
Yeah,
strong choice to end the show with him.
absolutely.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We've got one more episode of Rise before the big event. That event's going to be a lot of fun. We might be there. Who knows?
It will be.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I was gonna say with the struggling things we've had. If you feel like, it's down to you, Mr. Allen. So
We'll make it. Oh, that. Yeah, we'll make it.
Okay. I love your optimism.
Let's make that an idea of I would say it's a Patreon idea, but let's just vlog the whole adventure up there.
Yeah, we can do
I
that.
mean, we have
footage
two
up
of these
there.
cameras. I have extra batteries for mine. We
There
can
you
plug
go.
them in. So yeah, let's do it.
Country
do
Boy
that.
was the test run, and I love how that kind of came out. That was a
Yeah.
cool collection of videos. So let's do it.
Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts back there?
No. Let's eat.
Yeah, stay safe out there too. With the weather's been
Weather's been crazy.
real crazy the past
Stay safe.
couple
Stay
days.
dry.
Yeah, seriously.
Looks like the end of a Marvel movie happening out there
It
sometime.
really
Oh yeah,
does.
yeah. We got Avengers level threat out there.
Yeah,
That's,
for
that's
sure.
some.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
This is bad.
Yeah.
All right. Until next week. Take care of yourself. Drink your
Yeah.
water.
Drink the water. Yeah.
Hydrate.
Test your zinc.
Yep.
Take your zinc.
Say test the zinc, then take it, because
And
you
the-
never know where you're getting your zinc from unless it's black market.
Where are you
zinc.
guys getting? Ah,
We had to get the.
I'm gonna have.
extra
We're gonna have to have a zinc
Sorry,
intervention.
got
A
that
zinc intervention at some
black
point.
zinc intervention.
And
Have a
to
zinc office.
quote my friend and my co-host here, be the best part of somebody's day. We'll see you guys next
There you
week.
go.